Hello, mi amigos, ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué es que tu fe? Let's go, let's play some 2v2, or rather, let's show some 2v2 plays. And it's a Resto Shaman, and boy, this was fun. We faced so many rogue priests, we lost to a lot of them, and then I tried everything. I tried roots, I tried stun, and then I tried voodoo totem. And what I've seen that most rogues are doing, they swap instantly after I use Earth Shield, or when they want to peel, they just go and stun and stuff like that. And Voodoo Totem, when for example I swap Earth Shield on myself and then they swap, I just Voodoo Totem and like Voodoo Totem in between me and the red, so then the rogue has to get out and maybe he loses a few seconds, and then I can swap her shield again and maybe he wastes stun DR. Another thing with Voodoo Totem, like when priest is almost dead and the rogue is on me and he switches off to go and peel, I can Voodoo Totem the rogue and he cannot get the stun, like the instant stun, and then the priest dies. And that shit will showcase in this video, I think. But so far I'm trying to play as aggressive as I can. Every time I have an opportunity and I don't have to heal, I'm gonna try to do damage on the priest. I'm gonna try to purge the shields. I'm gonna try to get feared as much as possible while I'm not in trouble. For example, if I would stay away from the priest, yeah, and never get feared, then something easy would happen. Not easy. Something would happen. He would chase me while I'm in a stun, or he would fear out of a stun, and or on a cast. Like for example, I'm completely the Arlon stun. Yeah, I faked kick. I'm like 10%. I have to heal. I get feared. I die. So I rather get, or rather eat the fear. Whenever, like when I'm half HP, I'd rather eat the fear. I'd rather jump into the priest and eat the fear than deal with it on 10% HP, because I will probably die, because rogues can hit really hard with dance. So yeah, that's my game plan, my thought process, because I know their win condition. Their win condition, like this, now I'm spamming purge and we get a kill. For example, if I had Voodoo Totem right here, which I am not playing, I could have rooted the rogue, but if I had Voodoo Totem, then I could have instantly hexed the rogue and the priest, and they could have done absolutely nothing, and we would have auto won. But this wasn't a great RMP. We fought another RMP, which then I faced with Demon Hunter, and that RMP farmed when I played with the Demon Hunter, but with the red, we eventually won them a few times, and we got our points back, basically. Yeah, so Voodoo Totem is really good. Now we are facing another classic Resto Shaman warrior, which is probably one of the best. Not really the best, like it has a lot of counters. Bombkin counters it, Death Knight counters it, Demon Hunter counters it, maybe even Rogue Priest. Probably Rogue Priest less though, because warrior can deal with Rogue quite well, but it does have a lot of counters. For us, it's an easy plan. Train the shaman, use cooldowns on, like, try to not die to the warrior. Like I usually I'm just spamming damage, basically. I just want to do as much damage as possible. I'm gonna use cooldowns ASAP. I just want to get this game over with, because in dampening, or in higher dampening, if the shaman is able to kite the red, they will win. But for now, the red has uptime on everything apparently. He has uptime on the shaman, more or less. And now he reconnected on the shaman, and the shaman didn't really manage to top off, and he linked there. I'm not sure why he linked there. He was half HP and the warrior was half HP, probably a misclick. Or maybe that's his Ascendance macro, link Ascendance, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, a few lag spike and the guy is dead. He couldn't do anything. I mean, he wasted the link already. He would have died in a few more moments. Like Red has 1 million stuns that are coming up so fast while he has wings and stuff. A really scary combination actually, warrior disc And why is it scary? Because the disc can do damage while I'm in a stun or something, and yeah, I can die. I can actually die to this, but I'm just gonna play gay and press Ghost Wolf and run away, basically. I go really low here. I was in execute range. I would have died. I had to link. I couldn't kite the guy. He was Blaze Storm. I didn't have slow. Maybe I had slow, but doesn't matter. Basically, I pressed Ghost Wolf and he had a way to catch with me, so I should have just spammed heal myself. Instead, I was forced to use Link. Not a big deal. We still have Bob, so we're fine. Though Bob can be purged, but in general, at the moment, we're fine. We shouldn't worry. I mean, I shouldn't worry too much. I'm trying to kite the warrior as much as possible because the priest can't really run from the red. So if the red isn't getting pinged, while I say this, he actually got full feared. But in the long run, doesn't matter because he didn't have any cooldowns there. And we eventually will out damage the priest, I guess. The problem with this priest, they don't really have mobility. I mean, what do they have? They have sprint, and they can dispel the slow and then sprint away, but that's it. After if you reapply slow and he doesn't have a dispel again, he can't move. So the red will have 100% or almost 100% uptime on the priest, give or take the fears. So it's just a matter of time. I will just jump around, go down, go up, go down, go up, and eventually the warrior could kill me, but it's really hard for him. Like, he has to use sleep, then I go down again, and I have the thing in like 9 seconds. He has sleep for like a million seconds, like 45 I think it's sleep. So eventually for 2 of my jumps he won't have sleep. Now I'm going aggressive. I don't really care at this point. I had my Earthland shield down. I have Earth shield still on myself. I should reapply it soon, but apparently it's still on me. I reapplied it eventually. I did dispel that fear because I knew that fear is gonna come. I'm going aggressive a bit, and look at the priest. He's full stun, no shield. I'm doing damage as well. Granted, it was a flame shock, but still, no way he could have survived that. Easy peasy game. Like I said, just a matter of time. When he won't have PS, he won't have trinket, and he will just flop. And the warrior tried a valiant effort to still kill me. I don't know if you guys have problems, but double rogue in 2v2 is really hard. I'm playing root because I can maybe guess where they are and get a kill. I think in this opener we used everything. It's okay. I mean, we are not on voice. I never play voice in 2v2, and even if I did, it probably wouldn't matter, because I would say Bob and then I would say blah blah blah, or yeah, it doesn't matter. I was telling him I do not know the eye timers. Yeah, I know I'm a pleb. I haven't faced double rogue that much in this entire expansion, so why would I care about eye timers? And in 1v1 situations, maybe in a different patch you could have killed the rogue, but now you can't. So that was a smoke bomb, and a bob would have been nice there, but I get a link and a bob. I mean, I linked and then got bobbed or something like that. We used a lot. I still haven't sentenced, but I had trinket. I had to use a lot. So it's a dire. It's really. I think in this point I thought we lost. I wanted to leave the game. What happens here? Like I said, I don't know the timers on the orbs, so I'm not even going for the orbs. Basically, I'm trying to guess where they could be, where they could have been, you know. So my root totem is coming back soon, and I think I'm gonna get a rogue out just in a bit. I'm jumping around, and probably right now, soon enough. I mean, they got one eye, and if they do get the one eye, that means vanish, right? Because they have to vanish it. So I was really disappointed that we used so many cooldowns in the opener. So I was like, okay, we're gonna lose. It's fine. I'm just jumping around. I don't really care at this point. There we go. I got a root. I don't think he has vanish, or I don't know why he kept it. I was able to get a flame shock, and he got out of it. Now he got cloak, but he fucked up basically. The rogue fucked up because he could have cloaked vanish instantly. Instead he vanished, then cloak, and then I was able to reapply flame shock. Now he can re-stealth, but he's gonna get outside every time. I reapply flame shock because flame shock at this moment is really important to be on him, because he could run away for a while and I won't be able to. Okay, that's a vanish, right? So basically, Flame Shock will get him out every 3 seconds or so when it ticks, and I have to try to reapply it. Else this is the last tick, I think, yeah. And I managed to reapply, and he got full stun and died. So I got lucky, let's say, but this game would have been lost like 100% if the rogue wouldn't have fucked up. We used everything, and I don't know what the fuck the rogue was thinking. Maybe he didn't have cloak in that point, but the real easy situation, cloak vanish, okay, I can't do anything, you know. Instead he used, like, I don't know why he vanished, then got out because of the flame shock, and then he cloaked, and then he was already in combat with us, and I was able to maintain the flame shock on him, and he just died. The warrior AFK'd or something for a bit. He came back. I think he disconnected for half a second. I guess he has a good SSD. He came back really fast. But even though he came back, like, the shaman was tanked. I mean, he got really low. Not really low, but he got low by the red, because, you know, wings. Doing damage. Legion, by the way. And now we're just chasing. I mean, red is chasing the shaman. Eventually he'll get a full stun and we'll solo 100 to 0 more or less. Basically he can't really solo from 100, but he can solo from 80% or so, and with my assistance probably even higher than 80%. He does require wings to solo for 80%, but thing is, he cannot really sustain, like, if he tries to go for hexes like that. Instead of that hex, maybe he could have got a heal, like fake me and then got a heal. Instead he tried to hex and he's still like low. Now I don't think if he can recover. I mean, he could recover if he spammed heal and try to, like, jump down, jump up, and force the red to basically be over there, be down there, and he would be up and free cast. I would have hex on him, true, but I may get interrupted and he would probably get a cast off. I don't know. In my opinion, the shaman didn't play it good at all. He stood in the middle arena, kinda, where instead he could have been in the middle and jumping on the platform every 12 seconds. So yeah, I guess I don't know why he didn't do that. This is like a 2.2 game into V2. He should be aware of guiding the red. Red has damage, but red doesn't really have a way to stick on the target. Like, look at that. He freedomed. I don't know why the shaman stayed there. He could have, you know, ghostwolf away and instead of tanking damage again. And he got stunned. He's getting nuked right now with wings and all that. I got feared, whatever. If he didn't fear me, I would have just spam purged. So yeah, good fear, I guess. He went a bit away. I went doing damage on the warrior. He parried instantly, so we have a lot of pressure. I have hex available, and I will probably go for a hex as an interrupt. But I think, yeah, the warrior goes low, so I just hexed the shaman. Regardless, I would have hexed, and just the warrior had nothing. Parry he used earlier, and a full hex, and yeah, no chance basically. The shaman played it badly. He could have kited way better, especially on this map, and he should have won in my opinion. I mean, the red cannot have uptime, and dueling like 1v1 with the warrior, mortal strike at some later in the game would have won the battle. But oh, you know, no, that happened. So yeah, GG's, I guess. Now it's a demon hunter, which he failed a bit. So I'm kiting his. He failed his stun basically. Either he lagged or I lagged or I don't know. But he missed his stun kinda by a lot. I mean, I was already behind the pillar and he jumped stunned me kinda. Yeah, it was weird. Nevertheless, like, they're both low kinda. I'm trying to drag the demon hunter close to the red so he can AoE a bit. Meanwhile, I don't know why the shaman left his totem and he's getting really low. He had to use everything right there. I don't think he has any cooldown left. He basically used his entire spellbook of defensive cooldowns. So when the wings come back, and they will come back earlier than his cooldowns, or most of them cooldowns like Ascendance and Leak at least, and he will just die. I'm not sure if he dies faster. I'm not sure if the red is playing with the proc wings, with the hammer, the new talent, the change talent. When you have like a 6-second proc of wings or something like that. Either way, Demon Hunter is pretty annoying. He swaps on Urshield, kinda. I don't know why he netherwalked there. He was really healthy, so yeah, that was weird. But yeah, full root on the guy, full stun, purging a bit, lava bursting. I actually got kick on it, but it's fine. I can still purge. My lockout, it's fine. More lava burst now. He has wall, to be fair, but I'm not sure it's enough anyway. He hexed me. That's nice. Okay, no more purges. We still have bubble and I still have link, but I think the bubble will proc right now, which wouldn't really matter in the long run because we are actually forcing, I mean, I'm not forcing anyone, but the shaman, instead of healing, he did damage because he thought he's gonna kill the red, but red still had bubble and they were like 2.450 almost. So I don't know, that was a weird game. Maybe, I don't know, really weird game. They should have won. Maybe the shaman thought he still had netherwalk, but he used netherwalk not you know, wise way, I guess. Rogue and priest. We lost to this a lot. Not really a lot, like maybe 4 out of 7 games. We won a few. Before this is before I played Voodoo Totem. Now I'm playing with Voodoo Totem, and to be fair, maybe this wasn't as good priest rogue as the other one. I actually think the other rogue is way better than this one, or at least I don't know, maybe this guy has a lag, or I don't know. Just I felt that the other rogue did a way better job and it was a way difficult game for me than this one. I should have swapped Earthshield right now. I did kinda late. I'm so scared now because it's 6 seconds, yeah. So I don't really want to swap instantly. I just want to sit and wait like half a second or a second more to see if they're gonna still go me, they're gonna still go on the other guy. But in the long run, I think that hurts me because even if he goes red and I Earthshield myself, I can still Earthshield him eventually, and then it's gonna be like a few seconds of Earthshield and it's gonna be fine, and then he maybe switch on me and then I have to Earthshield myself. My mana goes down faster, so that's a downside, but I will get less. I will have maybe to heal less, you know, like not really cast as much and maybe rely on Earthshield as an instant like Riptide, although it is draining my mana considerably faster. So I'm torn. I'm still figuring it out. I know, like Drainer for example, he waits with Earthshield a lot, but he has like a way better game sense than me, and he basically Earthshields the proper guy before the swaps, or he even doesn't Earthshield himself for quite a long time sometimes. But for example here, I rather do damage than Earthshield, but eventually I had to Earthshield because I knew the stun will come. It's not a big deal because I'm playing with a red and he can get me out of the stuns, but still I considered I should do damage in that scenario instead of reapplying Earthshield, and maybe that would mean I drain more mana, but also would mean I will get a kill, because getting the shield off, maybe that's basically a heal. And this is what I was talking in the opener. See this voodoo totem, the rogue was going to peel the red, and he would have made it. I mean, he almost got the stun, but because of the voodoo totem, he got hexed like half a second, and he couldn't get the stun on the red, and the priest died in that full stun. And this is why I think voodoo totem is way better in rogue mage, at least playing with a red. If you're playing with the demon hunter or another class that has a DR with hex, then probably it's not a good addition. But with a red, or maybe with a warrior as well, I think voodoo totem is really good against rogue mage. I mean, not maybe even rogue mage, but I mean rogue priest. Holy Pala Frost Mage. Basically, if you didn't know by now, Frost Mage completely shits on red. For the sole purpose that he can dispel his freedom, and after the freedom, the red cannot touch anything. Ever. Period. Blizzard, Frost Cone of Cold, I mean Frostball Cone of Cold, Novas, fuck, you know? And besides that, they have double freedom. So even if I root, or even if I slow, and maybe, just maybe, he gets a few hits off, nope, he has blink as well. So this is a matchup we should have lost. We lost the first game, I think. This is the second game we faced them, and we lost because we fucked up. Our game plan here is get into dampening, or at least try to get into dampening. Again, I don't swap Urshel because I know he will eventually go back on red. So yeah, apparently he didn't, so I will end up swapping Urshel, but I didn't for a while. And now he's going back to red, whatever. I'm wasting mana. This was a waste of mana. I could have Urshel myself way earlier, but maybe then he was swapped on the guy. It's like, and ship me, you know, and maybe first bubble. So I just thought I'm gonna use Ascendance. It's his 3-minute cooldowns. I should be fine. I was fine. I survived. Anyway, I was saying that our game plan is to survive till some sort of dampening, like maybe 60% or so, maybe even more, and just don't get one-shotted. Try to lose as much as possible. Try to dispel the stun from the paladin, because that's their kill condition. Or blizzard, stun, glacial, boom, you know. They didn't have enough. I mean, I don't know, the paladin was kinda scared, because if we play around his pillar all the time, the paladin has to come in, and when he comes, by the way, we already force bubble, right? So when he comes, he's really scared, because I can purge his bob, you know, and the red does have a few hits that go through bob. So if he bobs too late, he can still die. Anyway, they did get pressure, and we were playing kind of okay. I mean, my mana was really high, but I was trying to use efficient heals and just drag the game. Yeah, so our game plan is dampening, their game plan is stun, or either stun kill me, or poly stun me and try to kill red. But since we're playing as gay as possible, I'm not trying to offend anyone, just it's a meme, I guess. We just like, I mean, I don't know why he pushed there. In my opinion, him pushing there, he thought he's gonna kill the red, that's for sure, the holy paladin, I mean. But him pushing there would mean I'm in the open, because I cannot cross without getting polyed. I would just get like a blizzard, nova, something, or blink polyed, you know. I would get polyed for free. Instead, the paladin came out, and he got hexed, while mages don't have the curse, and I think he got locked on frost and he died. It was a mistake from them and a mistake from us. So a mistake from us forced a mistake from them. Eventually we won, so it worked out. But yeah, the correct way, or the way we should have played was still run around the pillar, wait for dampening, maybe kill the holy paladin when he comes for a stun, or maybe kill the mage, like that, like we just did. Because to be fair, red does have a lot of damage. This is the rogue I was talking about. This is a good rogue. I mean, I faced him a lot, and I think he's 2.4 right now, maybe even more. I'm not really sure, but he played. I mean, he played really well. He was really annoying, and he did a lot of damage. I think he did the most damage out of the rogues I faced so far. Even more damage than was, but when I faced was, it was a different patch, so didn't. I mean, it doesn't reflect the truth, let's say. So voodoo, I delayed this kidney. I still had Earthshield on myself. He switched on the guy. I got blinded. I don't have trinket. I'm playing relentless this game. I'm playing relentless plus voodoo. I am orc, so that works. And I also am playing with a red, so he can actually get me out of the blinds if it's really necessary. He did use blades, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I don't think he used, right? He didn't use blades. Yeah, you can see in your omnibar. So I didn't really. If he used blades and I didn't have trinket, I think that was a Bob situation, because he could have died like priest damage, and like it's gonna be blind sap, and that's a lot of time. I'm gonna be in CC without means of getting out, like basically 12 seconds, because it was relentless. See, this voodoo, the rogue just wanted to come in, and he got hexed. I mean, he had to go around, and he lost like almost 2 seconds, and these 2 seconds add up, you know. So I'm getting basically free heals with this voodoo totem. Like 2 seconds is maybe like 2 healing waves, or maybe 1 healing wave that is not required to be casted, just because of that that voodoo totem. So it does add up. So it works out quite well, to be honest. The priest did the mistake of kiting in the room, so when he kites in the room, we actually get more value from the hex. Here is the fear I was talking about. I wanted to get fear. I was getting kinda low, and I'm pretty sure he still has blades, or my UI is bugged. Anyway, he's not using them yet, and look at this, he has a lot of pressure on us. I managed to swap Earthshield right here, and see that? He instantly swapped off, and again I have like 1 second when I managed to, like 1 second of maybe not getting I'm gonna get sap now. Okay, he didn't get sap. I don't know why though. I think I was DR with fear. Yeah, I was DR with fear, and he didn't want to sap the fear. I mean, then the blind was bad. He could have played it better. I guess that's one mistake he did. And I think that one mistake is gonna cost him the game. Earthshield the red because he's lower. Voodoo totem another second of damage. He did pop blades right now, but we still have bubble, we still have link, we'll still have bob, and we still have the stun removable thing, sanctuary. So we are in a really good spot. This is a full stun on the priest, and the rogue doesn't really have pills at the moment, and it's just a matter of time at this point, because you'll still have so many cooldowns. Look at this hex, 2 seconds of no damage on the red. I can just bounce back, and now I can free cast a bit. JK stunned again, rogues by the way. And the red that has uptime, that's the most important thing. He has uptime. Full stun again, he trinketed. I waste my shield there. I think the red, I don't think the red kicked. Oh, he did kick, but he has sheer damage. Wings popped out right now. I have my voodoo totem. Press the voodoo totem. Priest doesn't heal now. Look at this, 3 seconds in voodoo totem he couldn't heal, so that's a lot of seconds. The rogue popped evasion. We are doing really well right now. And when I played root or stun, they completely shit on us, like no chance at all. And the priest just dies. Voodoo totem, thumbs up. a Frost Decay and a Holy Paladin. I for sure thought we're gonna lose this. Like, I would eventually get stunned into another stun from the Relentless Winter's thing, but I don't know why they didn't do that. I really don't know why they didn't do that. They could have so much pressure. Instead, he tried to Relentless freeze me and then stun or some shit like that, and I just ghostful and run away. Meanwhile, the red was chasing the Holy Paladin, and it was like a ring around the rosy kind of game. Like, we tried to they tried to run away and not really go for the kills. I mean, their kill potential, I think it's just like I said, stun into Relentless Windows. That's like 7 seconds of CC, maybe less because I'm Relentless again. Still, that's a lot of seconds while he's bursting on me, and Bob doesn't really do much because some of the spells from Frost go through the Bob, and I could, if the Bob is too late and I'm still stunned, I can die. Anyway, that's not the case. He did pop Relentless, I mean not Relentless, Remorseless Winter again without managing to do anything with it. I can either dispel it because I'm not stunned, or just go to run away and then maybe dispel it if he still has some sort of way to connect to me. I'm gonna get stunned now probably. Yep, he still had stun available, so yeah. He got a few free casts off of that, but I did get a hex as well. The red is going slowly after him. I got kicked there, doesn't matter. The decay is kind of far back, he wasn't doing any damage. Full stun on the paladin, some damage right now from the red. No wings yet, but I think the wings are coming up quite soon. Not really quite soon, but he probably plays the proc wings. Or not. I think the proc wings forced the Holy Paladin's wings, and now he actually wings like the long ones, while the Holy Paladin doesn't have anything. So we should get the kill now. I'm playing as aggressive as I can. I'm doing damage on everybody. That was a really that was a proc with lightning bolt. So I was casting lightning bolt and then used my instant proc of lava burst. So that's like 500k non-crit and maybe more if crit, but I didn't crit there, only lava burst, so feels bad, man. Now the red the Holy Paladin had nothing and he just goes down. And the cap is over and we are almost 2.3 something. Yeah. Tried reds. I almost never see a red on the other team. They're have a problem with mobility, other than that they're fine. Anyway, bye!